There are two ways to get an IP address on a device. One way is to manually configure it, or statically configure it, as it's called in Microsoft Windows. And the other way to do it is to get it automatically from a device that provides DHCP. In the little network here that we're showing in Packet Tracer, we have 3 PCs attached to a DHCP-enabled router. Basically what this is a very similar device to what you would have at home. If you look here on the device itself, you'll notice that this device has a switch port, an antenna for wireless, and an internet connection. This type of configuration is available on almost every home wireless router. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to look at how DHCP is configured on this device. Most home devices, home networking devices, have a GUI interface to make it easy to set them up. In the case of this device, you can see that I have some settings that are basic router settings. In this, on this router, we are going to enable DHCP, and as you can see by default, it's normally enabled. And you can see that an IP address has been already assigned to the router interface that faces the LAN. When the automatic configuration is received by the PCs, they're going to see this address as their default gateway. Now, the way that DHCP is configured is a group of addresses are reserved on a particular network to be handed out to hosts, one by one. If you look here at the settings, it will say that the DHCP range will start at 172.16.0.100. So if we save this configuration, and then we go to our PCs and enable each PC to get their IP address via DHCP rather than via the static configuration. So we're going to go to the desktop here, and we're going to look at our IP configuration, and then we're going to change it from the static configuration to getting its IP address via DHCP. And you will notice that immediately the device sent out a request for a DHCP address and received one from the DHCP server. You'll notice from the information that since this is the first PC to be configured for DHCP, it got the first available address. When we look at the other PCs and look at their IP configurations, if we change them over to DHCP, they will also get addresses, but they will not be the same address. It will be the next number up. Since we have our IP addresses set, now we can go out and test our network connectivity. So if I'm on PC 0, I'm going to go ahead and ping one of the other PCs. We know that since I have the address 100, the other two devices have the addresses 101 and 102. So we're going to try pinging both of those computers. And as you can see, we can reach that 101 computer, which is PC1 on our diagram. And then we will attempt to to ping PC2. And you can see we can reach PC2 also. So the information that was on the router configuration for DHCP determined what IP addresses would be assigned to all of the PCs on the network.